Hey folks, welcome to the channel. Today on this video, we're going to be showing you how to install a small cabinet on your wall. Now this one is an over toilet cabinet, so it's a small one, but this should apply to all small and medium sized cabinets. Let's get into the install. Now the cabinet we ordered from Amazon. Now you can pick one of these things up at your local hardware store. A lot of times they come disassembled like this. You get them at your local hardware store, they may come assembled. So first we're going to put this thing together. Now we got the cabinet assembled. You notice I didn't put the doors on. That's because this is going to be a lot easier to hang without the doors flapping around. The instructions do say to put them on, but we're going to put them on after we hang it. So now let's go get this thing hung on the wall. So now with the cabinet put together, we need to prepare the area that we're going to be installing it in. Now we're going to be removing this wire rack, and while it looks good from afar, it started to rust. So I'm going to show you something really quick. It's made of steel. A magnet will attract to it. So if you're going to be installing something like this in your bathroom, try to get something made out of stainless or something like that, and you can check with a magnet. If the magnet sticks really well, it's steel, you probably don't want to use it. Even if it's chrome, over time it's going to start to rust. Now we're going to remove this thing, and it is going to leave some screw holes in the wall. Now if that's something that happens to you and you can't cover those holes with a cabinet, I am going to have another video on how to patch small screw holes in your wall, and that'll be linked down below. But right now let's get this thing down so we get the new cabinet up. So now it's time to determine where on the wall the cabinet is going to go. Now you want to make sure it's centered up above the toilet. Now this wall obviously is pretty wide. The toilet is off to one side, and to make everything look right in this case, we want it centered up on the toilet. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to measure the cabinet, and then we're going to find the middle point on the cabinet and mark it with a pencil. Now at the middle point on the cabinet marked with a pencil, we're going to find the middle point coming off the top of the toilet. So the middle point coming off the toilet is 16.5 inches. So we're going to go up on the wall here and mark 16.5 inches coming off of there. So now we have a reference point on the wall for where the midpoint of the cabinet should be. Now the very last thing you want to do is you want to make sure that this thing is going to be at the correct height. So we're going to hold this up on the wall. And I'm thinking right about there should be about right. So now I have a little mark up here on the wall where the midpoint is and where the top of the cabinet should land. So now we need to mark where on the wall we're going to be drilling. Now this cabinet has two little holes in it. Some cabinets come with a cleat, which is a piece of wood you put on the wall first and then hang the cabinet on it. Either way, the process is the same. You want to start with a level because you want to make sure you're putting up the cabinet nice and level. So we're going to put the cabinet up on the wall, put the level on it, and then in this case, I'm going to use a screwdriver because I got a pretty good thick piece of wood. I'm going to poke little holes in the wall, and then we're going to drill them. So now we're going to lift our cabinet up, get it right on the line right there. Then we're going to make sure the cabinet itself is nice and level. With it level, I'm going to take my screwdriver and make little dimples in the wall where we'll have to drill. So now I've got two holes marked. Grab a measuring tape and make sure that those are the same distance from the ceiling. 13 1/8. And 13 1/8. We're pretty much spot on. Okay, so we wound up in a unique but kind of a good situation. This hole right here is going to be directly over a stud, so we can screw straight into it. This one is not, and you want to see what's going on behind the wall. So if you're not going into a stud, you're going to want to use these guys. These are drywall anchors. You're going to get a drill bit that is the size for the drywall anchor. Your instructions should include that. And then drill the correct size holes into your wall. With our holes drilled, we can put our screws through, make sure everything's lined up, and anchor to the wall. Now with this installed on the wall, we'll get the doors put on, and we'll be all done. So if this video helped you out, now I do have a link down below to the videos where we install a towel rod and also how we patch those little holes in case you didn't wind up with holes if you were pulling down other hardware. So like I said, I hope this video helped you out. Please give it a great big thumbs up if you did. Hit that subscribe button because we've got lots more stuff just like this coming your way. And leave me a comment down below. Let me know what kind of stuff that you're working on around the house, and maybe I can make a video just for you. Thanks for watching.